Well, bless my soul. Good morning. This is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and you're listening to Coffee with Kris, the time of the day where we share a cup of coffee and share a bit of the Word of God. All right, it's a new week, therefore it's a new Torah portion, and it is called Sunday-Vzot HaBracha. Say that 5 times real fast. It's a real big mouthful, right? It means this is the blessing. And this Torah portion is taken from Deuteronomy chapter 33. And what this Torah portion is all about, it's about Moses giving a blessing to all the 12 tribes of Israel before he passes away and hands over the reins of power to his protege, Joshua. Now, in verse 1, the Torah portion, the Aliyah or the Sidra for this week, or for this day, is the first 7 verses of chapter 33. So the first verse says, "This is the blessing which Moses, the man of God, blessed Bnei Israel," or blessed the children of Israel before his death. Blessings. You know, we see it all the time, we hear it all the time, especially in movies, "Bless you, my son," or, what is a blessing? Well, actually, a blessing is sort of like prophecy. They're one's well wishes and rebukes on others. And the thing about a blessing is once it comes out of your mouth, there's no takebacks. There's no takebacks to a blessing. Because in Genesis 27, verse 33, after Jacob disguised himself as Esau, and Isaac blessed him, then Esau came in, and Isaac's like, "Wait a second, who are you?" I'm Esau. Well, what do you mean, who am I? I'm Esau, your firstborn. He goes, "Oh, well, then who did I just bless?" And he says in verse 33 of chapter 27, "Then Isaac trembled with intense trembling and said, 'Who was it then that hunted wild game and brought it to me? I ate it, and just before you came, I blessed him.'" And listen to this. "And yes, he will be blessed." There's no takebacks with a blessing. Once it comes out of your mouth, it becomes living and active. We are created in the image of God, and God spoke everything that we see into existence, into creation. In Proverbs 18:21, he says, "Life and death is in the power of the tongue." If I say you're stupid long enough, and you hear it long enough, you'll begin to believe it, and you'll begin to believe you're stupid. You'll start acting stupid. You know, if I look at you and say, "Wow, are you feeling all right?" "Yeah, I'm feeling fine." "Well, man, you don't look so good." And all throughout the day, I comment how you don't look good. By the end of the day, you're going to feel sick. On the other hand, if I say, "Wow, man, great job," or "Hey, you're doing good today," or "Hey, you look good," or "Hey," and start complimenting you and start building you up, that will give you life. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. I can slay your spirit with a negative comment, or I can energize your spirit with a positive comment. And this is sort of like what blessings are. Blessings are sort of like prophecies. And so that's what these blessings are taken as when Jacob blessed his 12 sons before he died. He's like, this is what's going to happen to you in the future. And same with Moses. He says, this is what's going to happen to you in the last days. This is why blessings are so important in Judaism. And this is why that fathers will bless their children every single Sabbath. There's a special blessing for boys, a special blessing for girls, a special blessing for the wife. This is why that children seek out a blessing when they become adults in the Jewish community in their bar and bat mitzvah, respectively. This is why that children seek a blessing from their father when their father's on their deathbed, if they're so lucky to have their father die in such a way, because they want a blessing. They know how powerful a blessing is. Congregants will flock to the rabbis to receive a blessing because they believe what that rabbi says is going to come to pass. Blessings are important. They're almost akin to kissing cousins, if you will, of prophecy. And like I said, in Genesis 27:33, when you bless somebody, there's no takebacks. And Paul the apostle was very careful to tell the people in Romans chapter 12, verse 14. He exhorts us to bless other people, to bless and do not curse. I had a friend that I talked to that was in ministry. He got burnt real bad, and he ended up having a very bitter heart. And he ended up praying curses over the people that burnt him real bad. Lord, send down the rain, send down the fire and brimstone. Lord, I want justice. And he cursed them. And lo and behold, one of those people he cursed died. He didn't literally say, well, I curse you to death, but he's like, Lord, judge them. And that person ended up dying. And when that happened, he felt really bad. And he understood the power of blessing and the power of cursing. And he says, I've never cursed anybody since. Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. What we say is very powerful. So we need to be careful. And why? And what did Yeshua say about our enemies? He tells us to bless those who curse us. If they curse us, let's just bounce it right back at them. But instead of a curse, let's get them back with a blessing. Let's kill them with kindness. Let's pour heaping coals on their head because we give them a cold cup of water in Yeshua's name, because we bless them and do not curse. We need to be earmarked as a people of blessing, as a people that doesn't get back by cursing. Because God said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, I will repay. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and God bless.